Then, many of you will remember last year, we had what we called an all-day teach-in. We had several Pulitzer Prize-winning historians. We had the greatest historians from across the country at a teach-in on the American colonial period, the period of the writing of the Constitution, the Revolutionary War. So we had experts on Washington and Jefferson and so on. We closed it with an address by David McCullough about John Adams. We're going to do the same thing again this year. And it's going to be, and we're giving you press releases, it's going to be on March the 11th. And we'll have Pulitzer Prize winning writer David McCullough back with us this year. The period will not be the colonial period this year. Next year, by the way, we're going to do the Civil War period. This year, it's the period of the Depression and World War II. And so, for example, we'll have H.W. Brands, who's just written a fascinating biography of FDR called Traitor to His Class. We're going to have David Kennedy. The Oxford University Press has put out perhaps the greatest contemporary series on American history. They've tried to pick the best writer for each period to write one of the volumes. And David Kennedy from Stanford won the Pulitzer for his volume on this particular period. I think it's called Freedom from Fear. He'll be speaking, for example, at lunch. McCullough has agreed to come back. This time, it'll be the bookend of the period. He'll be doing his biography of Truman. So we'll end with Truman. But we'll have a discussion from several other outstanding leaders in the field. Professor Kyle Harper, who is the head of our Institute of America's Constitutional Heritage, and also Vice Provost of the University, is putting this together again this year. And Kyle, would you like to come up and just say another word, and maybe a word or two about some of the other stories? It'll be open all day. It's open to all students. It'll be open to the public. We had some 3,000 participating coming to the lectures.
I need to put this out last time. There we go. Thank you, President Boren. The teach-in is an extraordinary day, and I'm just going to emphasize a few aspects of it. One is that it's nationally unique. There's really nothing like the teach-in put on at any other university. To bring in the best scholars from around the country on a single day, and to have a day of teaching that's really oriented at public history is truly exceptional. And the world-renowned historians that we brought in last year were just blown away by the whole experience and the kind of support that this university provides to the understanding of history. Secondly, I'd say that it's a unique event because it brings together the entire community. It's put on for our students, but it also brings in Oklahoma high school students. And really uniquely, it brings back alumni and friends of the university to campus for a day. And so the president invites alumni and supporters of the university from around the state in advance to take the day off of work and to come back and feel like they're at college for a day. And last year's inaugural teach-in was making it such a special day.
Thank you very much. We also, as I mentioned, we will have H.W. Brands here. We will have David Kennedy here. We will have David McCullough. Last teach-in, we had to finally move the dinner out to the hotel. We could see 1,800 for dinner, which was because we completely outgrew the ballroom and the Bear Lounge and all the other places we can put together. So it had a remarkable following, and people are already talking about coming this year. And we also had an hour-long program on OETA following it, summarizing the teach-in. Plus, we had various parts that we were able to use iTunes U to get that information out, some of the lectures out to people around the world.